Hi, welcome to your third lecture in this course. And in this course, I'm going to talk about the variables. And for those of you who doesn't know what variable is or never programmed in any other language, here you go. The variables are certain names and letters which can be used to store as temporary value, and these variables can be used to make further operations using them in throughout your program. With that said, let's get started. So first off, to create a variable you need to have a name, and a very basic thing is what you use is x is equals to, oh there you go my keyboard, x is equals to the value, let's say 2, and then you press enter. Now you can use x instead of 2 in any of your operations. Let's do a simple addition by doing x plus 2, and then they get the answer, which is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. You can also do the same thing with multiplication, and you get the same. So these are you use variables and to do certain operations. Now you might be thinking, why do you use x? You can just use 2. Why do you need to store it in a variable with a simple waste of time? Well, in this case, you're right, but in certain programs, you need to store the value in variables because you might not know what the value would be, and when that value is stored in the variable, you can access it. For example, when you're getting a value from a user and then having certain operations based on that value. So to do that, you need to use the same syntax as equals to, but here you need to use an inbuilt function within Python which is called input. So just write input and then two parentheses, and then within that you need to write a simple message to the user, and this is what is going to be showed on the terminal for the user to enter. Just write enter the number, and then in Python version 3.x, the input function is a bit changed, so it returns a string. Now when the user is entering a number, it should be int or float. It can't be a string to carry out certain operations, and for that you need to use another function which is called int. So you just need to bind this whole input function with an int, and then you press enter. So now it's asking enter the number, so just write any number, and then now that value is stored within x. Now from here you can again carry out certain operations. You can just write x plus 10, or you can just write x into 2. You'll have different values. So this is how you use variables within Python, and hopefully you now understand what is variables, numbers, math, and different kinds of data types like int and float.